You ever walk into a room and feel a cold shiver crawl up your spine? Like something's watching you, something unseen lurking in the shadows. Throughout history, certain objects have been shrouded in mystery and fear, believed to carry curses that bring misfortune to their owners. Today we uncover 5 of the most infamous cursed artifacts from the archives. Our first stop takes us into the heart of Jewish folklore, a realm where shadows whisper and ancient evils stir. We're talking about the Dybbuk Box, a simple-looking wine cabinet that holds a terrifying secret. This unassuming wooden box is said to be a vessel, a prison for a malevolent entity known as a Dybbuk. In Jewish mysticism, a Dybbuk is no ordinary spirit. It's a restless, tormented soul, driven by a rage that transcends death itself. The Dybbuk Box surfaced at an estate sale, its dark history unknown to the unsuspecting buyer. But the moment this box crossed the threshold of their home, things took a sinister turn. Unexplained illnesses plagued the family. Nightmares became unbearable, and an overwhelming sense of dread permeated the air. The family, desperate to break free from the grip of whatever evil had latched onto them, tried everything to get rid of the box. They tried selling it, giving it away, even destroying it, but nothing worked. The box always found its way back. Word of the cursed box eventually reached Kevin Mannis, a man fascinated by the paranormal. Kevin kept detailed records of his experiences with the box, documenting a string of horrifying events, lights flickering, disembodied voices whispering his name, and even full-bodied apparitions appearing in his home. The box seemed to feed off of fear, growing stronger with every terrified reaction. Kevin, realizing the gravity of what he was dealing with, knew he couldn't keep the box any longer. He entrusted it to a museum, hoping that by containing it, they could contain the evil it held. Today, the Dybbuk Box remains locked away in the museum, sealed shut, untouched. Some say it's for the best, that some evils are better left undisturbed. Our next chapter takes us into the unsettling world of possessed dolls. We're talking about Annabelle, a seemingly harmless Raggedy Ann doll that's become synonymous with pure evil. This isn't just Hollywood horror, folks. Annabelle's reign of terror is rooted in documented accounts of paranormal activity. The story begins in the 1970s, when a young nursing student received Annabelle as a gift. At first glance, it was an ordinary doll, but that didn't last long. The doll started exhibiting bizarre behavior, changing positions on its own, appearing in different rooms, but it was the handwritten notes scrawled in a childlike handwriting that sent chills down their spines. Messages like "Help us" and "Help Lou" appeared as if something was trapped inside the doll, desperate to communicate. Terrified and desperate for answers, they contacted renowned paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens concluded that Annabelle wasn't haunted, but possessed by an inhuman spirit, a demonic entity masquerading as a child. They placed it in a specially made glass case secured with holy relics in their occult museum. But even behind the protective barriers, Annabelle's sinister presence is undeniable. Annabelle's story serves as a chilling reminder that evil can lurk in the most unassuming of forms. Chapter 3. The Hope Diamond, a gem of tragic beauty. We're shifting gears now from the realm of the supernatural to the world of opulence and grandeur. This next object carries with it a weight far heavier than its carats. We're talking about the Hope Diamond, a breathtaking blue gem that's captivated hearts for centuries, but its beauty is forever entwined with a dark and tragic history. The Hope Diamond's journey began centuries ago in the mines of India. Legend has it that the diamond was once the eye of a Hindu idol, ripped from its socket by a thief who met a gruesome end. This act of desecration is said to have unleashed a curse upon the diamond, a curse that followed it through the ages. The diamond passed through the hands of kings and queens, sultans and socialites, each owner seemingly succumbing to the diamond's curse. Some met untimely deaths, others suffered financial ruin, and some were driven to madness. One of the most famous owners of the Hope Diamond was Marie Antoinette, who met a tragic end during the French Revolution. Today, the Hope Diamond is safely housed in the Smithsonian Institution, its dazzling brilliance on display for all to see. But even within the museum walls, the stories of its curse continue to circulate. The Hope Diamond serves as a stark reminder that even the most beautiful objects can harbor dark secrets. Chapter 4. The Crying Boy Painting, a portrait of mystery and fire. Our next stop takes us into the world of art, but this is no ordinary masterpiece. We're talking about the Crying Boy Painting, a mass-produced print that became infamous in the 1980s, linked to a series of bizarre and destructive events. The painting itself depicts a young boy, tears streaming down his face, his eyes wide with sadness and fear. In the 1980s, a wave of house fires swept through the UK, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. But amidst the charred rubble, firefighters began to notice a recurring theme: copies of the Crying Boy painting, completely unscathed by the flames. The fires seemed to target these homes specifically, while the paintings themselves remained untouched. Word spread like wildfire, and soon the Crying Boy painting became synonymous with bad luck, a harbinger of fire and misfortune. People began to believe that the painting was cursed, that it carried with it a malevolent energy that caused fires to ignite around it. Theories abounded, some claiming that the painting was haunted by the spirit of the boy depicted. Whatever the explanation, the fear was real, and people began to dispose of their Crying Boy paintings. The Crying Boy painting serves as a reminder that even the most mundane objects can become vessels for our fears and anxieties. Chapter 5. Robert the Doll, the haunted playmate of Key West. Our final destination takes us to the sunny shores of Key West, Florida, where a seemingly innocent children's toy harbors a dark and mischievous spirit. We're talking about Robert the Doll, a 3-foot-tall sailor doll that's become a local legend, both beloved and feared for his alleged supernatural antics. Robert's story began in the early 1900s when he was gifted to a young boy named Robert Eugene Otto. The doll, dressed in a sailor suit, quickly became Robert's constant companion, but their relationship took a sinister turn. Strange things began to happen around the Otto household. Objects moving on their own, furniture overturned, and disembodied giggles echoing through the halls. Young Robert claimed that the doll was responsible, that Robert the Doll would move around at night, causing mischief and mayhem. The family, initially dismissive, began to witness these strange occurrences firsthand. They'd find Robert the Doll in different rooms, his expression changed, a mischievous glint in his glass eyes. As the years passed, Robert the Doll's reputation grew. Neighbors claimed to see him peering from the windows of the Otto house, his expression malevolent. Robert Eugene Otto eventually grew up, but he never parted with his childhood companion. Robert the Doll remained in the house even after Otto's death. The house was eventually turned into a museum, and Robert the Doll became the main attraction. Robert the Doll stands as a testament to the enduring power of folklore and the uncanny ability of inanimate objects to capture our imaginations. From a haunted wine cabinet to a diamond steeped in tragedy, these objects serve as a chilling reminder of the mysteries that linger in our world. Each artifact carries with it a story, a legacy of fear, fascination, and the unknown. Have you ever encountered an object with a dark history? Share your experiences in the comments below.